Hey, a bit of Steve from that old Yorkshire geek, and a bit of Star Trek news to look at today. It might not be good news. I don't know. I'm not sure how to take it. It's one of those weird things. Apparently, Alex Kurtzman isn't going anywhere from his secret hideout base deep in Paramount Plus territory. But anyway, let's have a look at this news. This is from Daily Star Trek News, and there's also some other sources that I'll show in a moment. But as usual, link is in the description, or links are in the description. And don't forget, like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. I'm also on Rumble and Spotify, and Amazon Music Podcasts and Google Podcasts. Facebook, Instagram and Twitter links are in the description, as are links to my 2 books, Mercury Rapids, light-hearted sci-fi action adventure, and Silent Predator, a short horror novella. They're both on Amazon, Kindle and paperback. It's just a bit of fun. Right, here we go. Daily Star Trek News. What's next for Star Trek? Alex Kurtzman may have a plan. He's always got a plan, hasn't he? Usually not a very good one. There he is. Look, I pigging hate that man. I could say I'm sure he's a lovely bloke, but, to be honest, I don't think he is, to be honest. I've heard he's not a very nice person. He's probably personable if you meet him and he's nice to you and stuff like that, but I've heard he's a backstabber. That's what I've heard. That's what the stories are that go around. He's one of these, that they say he would sell his own grandmother, to move forward in Hollywood. Anyway, where do we go from here? By the end of 2023, Star Trek Picard will have warped off into the sunset, with Star Trek Discovery not far behind in early 2024. That will leave Star Trek Strange New Worlds as the only live-action Trek series with a future. Or is it? As we listen to Alex Kurtzman speak the answer, becomes almost more transparent. What was that supposed to mean? As we listen to Alex Kurtzman speak, the answer becomes almost more transparent. Alright, should be a comma there. As we listen to Alex Kurtzman speak, comma, the answer becomes almost more transparent. Grammar. It's Daily Star Trek News, grammar. Who wrote this? Is there a byline? Thaddeus Tuffensammer. Sorry. Where's he from? If he's not... if English is his second language, no, he lives in Goodyear, Arizona, so I don't think English is, well, it could be, but, if he's a writer, he should know where to put his commas. Anyway, for many fans, comma, did it right that time, we'll call it a typo. For many fans, the ensemble of the TNG cast joining Picard Season 3 has been a long-wanted reality, now come true. He also spoke about how the actors have openly advocated carrying on in a movie, saying anything is possible, truly. However, when speaking of more spin-off series or even character-driven mini-series, he further noted, I think we could absolutely continue to tell stories about individual characters that are set up on the show in other contexts. That's the beauty of having a universe now, is that in a perfect world, we're not just doing seasons of television, we're doing event series, mini-series, we're doing single events that could be 2-3 hours long, TV movies. I think that we are now at a place where that's really possible. He's just saying stuff, just to keep a job. Terry Matalas has even more to say about the future of Trek, quote, many of the stars of the show are hoping to carry on after Season 3 in a new show called Star Trek Legacy. So he's pushing that into. And so he should. A more limited character-focused project could be seen as an alternative way to carry on some of the storylines, but even in that case, they could still end up setting up a larger series, in the same way Short Trek's episodes featuring the USS Enterprise crew from Discovery set up Strange New Worlds. I know... that didn't set up Strange New Worlds because the short treks were pointless and crap. It was Discovery Season 2 that set up Strange New Worlds. Anyway, Alex Kurtzman also stated that the future of Trek need not continue only with the legacy Next Generation cast. The Section 31 show, mentioned back in 2019, that's 4 years ago, is not off the table, but due to Michelle Yeoh's availability, especially now that she's an Oscar laureate, may work as a more limited event series or even a movie on Paramount Plus, or not at all. I think it's not going to happen. Continuing, Kurtzman said, quote, "We have plans for new things. There's quite a few plans, and you'll hear about them soon. We will continue to expand the Star Trek universe. Absolutely." Yeah. So what does that just soon mean when making an announcement is concerned? Well, April 5th is First Contact Day, which seems as good a time as any to reveal plans for Trek's future. For more details and even more nuggets for what's going on, blah blah blah, visit Trek movie, da. So there you go. So Alex Kurtzman's got plans, but he's always got plans because he's a bit of a what's the word? I don't know, a shyster basically. He's a Ferengi, that's what he is. He's a Ferengi in human form. He's always got plans and schemes and wheels within wheels. And apparently it's not very well liked, I don't know. There's a little quote here from Jay at SciTrek from his latest video, which suggests that Terry Matalas is going to be handed the reins of Star Trek. Don't know if that's true or not. There could be some, other YouTubers contradicting, but this is what he has to say about how Alex Kurtzman is viewed at Paramount.
I have to say, lots of the rumours I hear is that Paramount executives don't trust Kurtzman, but maybe they trust Matalas.
Yeah, little quote there from Jay. Also, another article from Giant Freaking Robot, so take it with a pinch of salt. Alex Kurtzman talks about Star Trek's future and fans are getting worried. Alex Kurtzman says there's more Star Trek on the way, as we have seen. In the wake of well-deserved success of Star Trek Picard's third season, it is really good, Trek head honcho Alex Kurtzman told SFX magazine there are new announcements on the way, which we've just seen. Somehow those words have fans like Red Shirts Always Dies Chad Porto seemingly feeling less confident about the franchise's future than they were beforehand. The writer points to both Picard and Star Trek Discovery ending, as well as the financial challenges facing Paramount Plus, in a flimsy argument for fans to dismiss Kurtzman's words. I don't think it's flimsy, because they are in trouble. Anyway, to quote the Star Trek fan takes issue with. The quote the Star Trek fan takes issue with is when Alex Kurtzman tells the magazine, "We have plans for new things, as we've just seen. We're going to hear about them soon, blah, blah, blah." Porto argues that these vague words about Star Trek's future are empty ones from Alex Kurtzman, and to support his argument, the writer rolls out some half-truths and very carefully worded claims that are technically accurate, so they're accurate, but that in the context of the franchise history seem meaningless. For example, Porto suggests one reason we should seem sceptical about the notion of new projects is that there have not been any new Trek shows put into production in years. It's a ridiculous statement that is only just barely true if by years he means 2 years, because it was in 2021 when Star Trek Strange New Worlds began filming, while it didn't premiere until 2022. Well, yeah, that's true, yeah. And we've had Star Trek Prodigy, and so you can't say there haven't been any new Star Trek shows in years. But we're also coming to the end of some Star Trek shows. But anyway, Porter also points out that Paramount Plus cancelling 2 Star Trek shows as a reason to doubt Alex Kurtzman, while calling the recent news about Discovery a cancellation seems fair, even though it will get one more season before it shutters. It's not really cancelled. I mean, I don't think it was meant to go longer than 5 seasons. It should have been cancelled after 3 seasons, in my opinion. But it wasn't. It's got another season. It's not really cancelled. It's just not being renewed, which technically is the same thing. But I don't think it was. I don't think it was going to go on much longer anyway. It seems a little more disingenuous to characterise the conclusion of Picard as a cancellation, which was supposed to go 3 seasons, and it is doing. But you never know, it might go longer. And then the article goes on about Patrick Stewart's age and William Shatner's age, and and that's nonsense, basically. While Porter may be right that there are reasons to be sceptical of Alex Kurtzman's assurances, there are also plenty of reasons to feel otherwise. Season 2 of Strange New Worlds is expected to arrive soon, and Season 3 has already begun filming, as I did in the video recently. Check back. Likewise, Season 4 of Star Trek Lower Decks, I hate that, and Season 2 of Star Trek Prodigy are also expected in 2023. Although, if you watch the video by Jay, he seems somehow doubtful that Prodigy may get renewed. I hope it does, and so does Jay, by the way. But the rumblings he's heard is that we could have some shows being cancelled. And as we've heard, April 5th is coming up, and that's when they could make some announcements. So that's that. So there we go. So I just thought I'd cover that one. But moving on now to Midnight's Edge, see what they've got to say. Now, Midnight's Edge, I've just posted a video on YouTube with the slightly depressing news, but it's just rumour. They are, quick to point that out, that this is just rumour. But they go over the things that we've heard already about Alex Kurtzman announcing all these other plans and his interview with the SFX magazine and stuff. But they've heard, and this is just rumour, that he and Secret Hideout, of which he's the majority shareholder, has been renewed by Paramount to continue producing shows for them until 2030. But that's not necessarily Star Trek shows. It could be other things. He's done Clarice and other things, hasn't he? So it could be those as well. But to be honest, I think he's going to stick with Star Trek. So that's kind of sad news, I think. But as I said, I did put a thing in the chat of this video that you're looking at there, that if he is renewed and he just carry on producing Star Trek, his name will still appear as a producer of Star Trek. If he takes a back seat, like he did with Picard Season 3, hopefully he's learned a lesson here to keep his nose out of the creative process. Just keep signing checks and saying yes to proper creatives like Terry Matalas and all the people that work with Terry. Just keep saying yes to people like that, true creatives, then maybe everything will be okay. Obviously a lot of fans won't be happy about that, because Alex Kurtzman is, along with J.J. Abrams is the cinematic J.J. Abrams is the cinematic antichrist. Alex Kurtzman has become the TV/streaming antichrist now, hasn't it seems. But there we go. But that's the news. On one side, you've got Jay at Sidetrack saying Terry Matalas is going to be handed the reins. But remember, these are all rumours. Handed the reins to Star Trek with the Star Trek legacy moving forward, or a similar show, at least a show that he'll be in charge of. But then we've got Midnight's Edge saying that Alex Kurtzman and Secret Hideout have been renewed until 2030. Maybe that's the time, and they're going to be cancelled in 12 minutes. Oh no, it's 21:30 now. In 21:20, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Been cancelled, renewed until 2030. But that doesn't, they are not mutually. They don't mutually cancel each other out. Terry Matalas could continue working for Secret Hideout and producing good Star Trek. So hopefully that's the case. So we'll leave it there. So wherever you are in the universe, look after each other, and until next time, I'll see thee.